Hi, I'm going to talk about how to understand when you are running on empty, but I'm going to use the firstborn as an illustration. Last Saturday, I actually attended an event, and it was for firstborn daughters. I was amazed, and I just want to share something about it. The firstborn daughters. I don't know if you'll be able to read any of that, but yeah, that's what it was about. Born first, born different, and yeah, I was very humbled to be the guest speaker. I was the guest of honor for the event. But that's not the point. The point is, as a firstborn, I could understand what these young women were going through. And I want to share some of the things that we face as firstborns and what can we change. How can we do things different? How can we stop running on empty? And I made a little notes here. And I just want to tell you, as a firstborn, it is okay to put yourself first. I have one of my friends, she is a firstborn, and then she was telling me, Angela, the other day I was feeling guilty. I bought myself high heels, and she loves wearing her high heels. And yet, shortly after, my young sister needed some money for school and all that, so I felt so guilty. I beat myself up. I said, no, don't beat yourself up. It's very important to also put yourself first, because when you put yourself first, you will stop being bitter. When you put yourself first, you will be able to give from a place of abundance, not from emptiness. So that is one. Two, most firstborns, we have a challenge. When it comes to asking for help, because you feel everybody else is depending on you, and you're wondering, how do I show people that I'm sleeping? How do I show people that it's heavy? How do I show people that I need help? So you keep the front of being strong, of always being in control. You never ask for help, and then you're surprised that no one will also turn up to support you. It is okay to ask for help. And sometimes asking for help might also mean maybe getting therapy in terms of taking care of your emotional needs and taking care of your need to heal, because there are seasons we go through in life, and sometimes, yeah, we need to deal. And the truth is, it is hard. Let's not fake fine. It is okay to ask for help. So, two things already which I've mentioned. It is okay to put yourself first. It is okay to ask for help. Now, number three. This is a hard one. It hits home. Learn to forgive. Learn to forgive. As a firstborn, we get taken for granted for so many things. Everybody looks at you as their sounding board. Everybody looks to you, at you as the one they can come to for help. And for a season, you are like the one who can sort everyone's problem. But you need to get rid of that savior, mentality, because at the end of the day, you are not Jesus. Jesus is the one who came to save the world. Do what you can. But when you feel strained, show people boundaries, and you say, this time around, I can't. This time around, I'm not available. So that means you're going to learn to put boundaries. So when I say allow yourself to forgive people, the truth is, as a firstborn, be ready. Sometimes you will be betrayed, and by the people you least expect. Sometimes you are betrayed by people who ate at your table. Sometimes you are betrayed by people who you've put clothes on their back. But be ready to forgive anyway. And don't be afraid to love again anyway. Because life is life. We all disappoint people. People also disappoint us. But the important thing, learn to forgive. Why are you allowing yourself to forgive? You'll be shocked, because unforgiveness puts you in a prison. And after you have forgiven, you realize that the person you set free is you. And these are highlights of what I actually shared at the event. Then allow yourself to heal. Sometimes healing means cutting off access. There are people who will no longer have to access you the way they used to access you before. And it is okay. Because you're allowing yourself to heal. Put healthy boundaries. And I already shared this again with the young ladies at the Firstborn Daughter Gathering. It's a new community. It's a sisterhood. And I said, wow, that's something unique. I'd never heard of it. So it's a new idea. But one of the things that are important when it comes to putting boundaries, it's like you're introducing yourself afresh to family, to friends, to people, because they do not know the new you. And you're showing them, these are the boundaries. I can't take this anymore. These are the boundaries. I will not tolerate disrespect. These are the boundaries. I will not tolerate abuse. Because also, by the way, your siblings, even family can abuse you. That is a fact. So you are reintroducing yourself by showing new boundaries. That doesn't mean that people will like the new you. Sometimes the new you actually won't earn you friends, but it will earn you peace. You need that peace. So as I continue to mention other things, the forgiveness, the healing, I don't want us to forget God. He's at the center of it all. Actually, it reminds me of that song. Let me even sing a bit of it. At the center of it all, it's you that I see. It's you that I see. There is power in your name. Miracles happen in your name. As we lift our hands in praise. Oh yes, it's you that I see. It's you that I see. So when you put God at the center of it all, it gives you direction. Because in this season, we're in a season where we must learn to forgive people, where we also must learn to get deliverance of our mind. And part of that deliverance is about your mindset. So when you put God at the center of it all, He opens your eyes with the power of the Holy Spirit to see where you are struggling, to see where you are wounded. That's how you will know your wounded places. And by the way, this message is not just for the women. These are principles that apply to all of us regardless of our gender. Whether you're a man, a woman, although specifically today I've been talking about the firstborn daughter. So make God your best friend. Because even the people you love the most, wow, there are times they let you down and you need God. You need God to be your anchor. You need God to be your strength. You need God to be your source. You need Him for direction. So I just want to say, I hope you have enjoyed this listening to me today. But I want to repeat again, because I want all of us to understand what I just mentioned. I said it's okay to put yourself first. Firstborns, we struggle a lot with people pleasing. So we like putting our needs at the bottom. But today I'm saying learn to put yourself first. I talked to my daughter about it already. I'm trying to also practice what I preach in my own home. So I told her, my little girl, because she's number one and I know she loves her siblings. And I'm not saying don't love your siblings, love them. But don't lose yourself while loving them. Because when you lose yourself, you become bitter. I said, put yourself first too. It's okay to ask for help. And then the next one, I want to say, stop running on empty. Stop running on empty. And then something else which I don't want to forget, learn to guard your heart. Because when you make God the center of it all, He will teach you about guarding your heart. And I'm going to give a simple example of how Cain, because the truth is, before Cain murdered Abel, remember Cain is the firstborn of his parents, Eve and Adam. So now when Cain was envying his brother Abel, He didn't talk to anybody about it, but God saw his heart. And what did God tell him? He told him, sin is crouching at the door of your heart. It is at your door. You know, he warned him. So in those moments when you have been warned, because that's why we need God anyway. Because I mean, there are things we think about, and the truth is you haven't said it even if you're married, you haven't said it to your spouse, maybe you haven't even said it to your best friend. Even though you have maybe a best friend among your siblings, you haven't said it, but it is in your heart. And then God convicts you and says, do not go there. Do not entertain that, because it is going to lead you the wrong way. And there is no way you will be envious of your sibling and meditate on it and not desire to harm them. I mean, the Bible shows us that it is possible. Cain murdered Abel because he envied what Abel had done. He had made a sacrifice to God which was acceptable to God, and he envied him for it. So what am I saying? As a firstborn, learn to celebrate your siblings' achievements as well. And release them to also live their lives. They owe you nothing. They actually owe you nothing. God uses us as firstborns to be vessels of honor, to bring stability, to be that vessel of excellence, only if we yield to him. So, as I conclude this, I hope you have a lovely Friday and an awesome weekend. Yeah, and for my t-shirt, I've worn, it's CLC Kenya, Africa, book box. I've worn this t-shirt because I'm part of the African authors, Christian authors book program, CLC Kenya. And they have supported us in the past by being part of our online discussions on suicide prevention. In 2024, we were together online, and they partnered with us as we're pushing the Keturah Mental Health Awards. So I'm inviting you to be part of the Keturah Mental Health Awards. I'm going to put a link in the details of the description details, where you can nominate change makers in your space. And this particular link is for East Africa. Please do that, and then I'll leave my WhatsApp line for people who want to engage with us and partner with us and sponsor us. They can get in touch through that WhatsApp number. I'm going to also share the email. See you there. As a firstborn, a shout out to all the firstborns, and a shout out to Dr. Akampurira Rina. Thank you for the awesome idea you've started, a beautiful community where firstborn daughters can be refreshed and thrive. Ta-da! Till next time, mental health matters. Yeah.